Millionaires, we back with another banger. I'm DecemberDeMarco, Fortune 500 marketer, here to share my insights of the market with y'all to hopefully help y'all become better informed investors. Salute to y'all for pulling up on the channel. Make sure you hit that thumbs up like button for the YouTube algorithm. And do not forget to subscribe, man. Y'all see we rocking that vechain merch, man. Make sure you get yours, link in the description, man, before they are all gone, man. Shout out to my high roller family. Who we got in the building, man? PD in the building. Shout out to PD. Says salute, broski. We miss you, family. Man, I miss y'all too, man. We back at it. Y'all know, if you've been keeping up with everything, those that's been checking in on me, y'all know what's up, man. But shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to High Rollers holding it down. Also, shout out to BCR, man. Y'all know we had to do another live covering everything. We just gonna go over real quick, what's going on with Shiba Inu. A quick update. I don't want to take too much of y'all time tonight. I got to do a few more things to the room, getting it together. I want to get some lights up and stuff tonight. So hopefully tomorrow y'all can be seeing that. But yeah, I just want to talk about a few things that we got going on in the market as far as Shiba Inu and overall crypto news, y'all. We just hit $1.62 trillion market cap comfortably with a 70 on the fear and greed index. That lets us know that we're inching our way up, but people are feeling more and more optimistic about the markets. They're not really at that high level where we could see the fear and greed at the 80, 82, 84, 86 levels, where we start to know that people are going to start panic selling or just possibly taking some profits. When we start to see the overall crypto market cap raise like this or rise like this, and the fear and greed index is tapering off, that's a really good sign, y'all. So right now we got some, we're going to go over some stories. We got some news with Cal. So Cal made a post here talking about everyone parading their chains and, basically feeling like Shiba Inu, Shibarium, isn't getting the notoriety that it should be getting right now. So let's take a look at this, y'all. Shout out to everybody for joining us. Drop a comment in the stream if you pulled up live, man. Appreciate y'all. Jay Butler in the building. High Rollers pulling up. Let's go. PD says share the live, man. Let them know we back better than ever. Christian Douglas in the building says Shib Army. Now let's see. Y'all told me y'all like the one better where it's down here in the corner like this. So we're going to rock with this one. But as this is from Cal. Cal is the lead developer of Shiba Inu. So obviously it's Satoshi, but Cal is more on the technical side of things. But Cal says, as everyone is parading their chains, thought Shib and Shibarium should also be on this dashboard. In terms of numbers, we have hit 130 million plus inscriptions in less time than any of the chains, while maintaining the lowest gas fees and not going down. Proud of the Shib Army team for making it happen. And that's in response to someone named Narb saying Polygon POS has passed the inscription stress test with ease. And it's showing the different blockchains: Polygon POS, BNB, Avalanche, C-Chain, Phantoms, Cello, Gnosis, Arbitron 1, ZK Sync Era, and Ethereum. So showing these different chains and how many inscriptions they all passed and the amount of collections on it as well. And Cal is basically saying, they're parading these stats around, but where's Shibarium's, highlight? Because Shibarium basically, passed all of these inscriptions in a shorter period of time. So let's see what some of the community members are saying about this. Big Whale says buy and hodl Shib. Special K says Satoshi, Cal, Shibarium strong. Thank you for all you guys did behind the scenes. You guys have changed so many lives already and many more to come. Projects are contributing always to a great cause and always supporting each other. I hope you guys are very something else. But that Special K does have a point there. The team has built something really cool with Shibarium. As we start to see these burns kick in and start to see the potential, obviously it's not exactly where we want it to be, but nonetheless, it's still removing tokens out of circulation. So I told y'all in the beginning, we got to come back at 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, and 12 months to be able to kind of accurately scale out what the potential when it comes to burns and whatnot that, Shibarium could provide for the ecosystem. So y'all got to be patient. If you're truly investing takes time. If you're somebody who's a short-term speculator, that means you're basically gambling. You're looking at certain events, catalysts and whatnot, and you're betting that the price is going to go up versus investing in a project and giving it time to fully thrive and, achieve some things. So shout out to Special K. Tanzil says, Wolf, great work for the Shib dev. Love it. Continue building Shibarium by the people. Sheep for the people. Bone, lowest gas fees on the chain, LFG. Now, another thing we want to think about all the potential. So not only is Shibarium burning sheep, that's just a byproduct of what Shibarium actually is. The team tells us to focus on utility, use case, and adoption. More people finding out about Shibarium, learning what it's capable of, and actually using it. That's what's going to get our burns to increase. So, really give it time for people to learn Shibarium, for new developers to learn Shibarium, for past developers to understand what they can take from what they've done before and how they can incorporate it with Shibarium and leverage the technology to bring new things. But guess what, y'all? Shiba Inu is the strongest community in crypto. So when we build things like this, even though it might not as be exciting out the gate, how people wanted to just be burning trillions of sheep right on day one, still people are going to be building and continuously supporting this. So Shibarium will grow. Whether you believe it or not, Shibarium is going to continue to grow. The team really gave us something, valuable here that the community itself can be involved in, and people like that. So as time goes and more developments come from Shibarium, we start to see some exciting things, some new exciting projects coming straight from Shibarium that may attract even more interest, and more transactions equal more burns in the future. So you got to really think about how this can all play out and look at the big picture, y'all. We got Manny Pacquiao Foundation working with Shibarium, and a lot of other things happening in the background as well. But Dome says the betrayal of selling out the sheep army to Polygon is the worst yet, but we will survive eventually. So if you don't know what this is from, what he's referring to with this is initially when Shibarium was spoken about being released, it was supposed to be on its own chain completely. There was supposed to be no basically connection to Polygon. Someone asked, I can't remember who it was, but there was a post that was out there. Someone asked, would Polygon be used? And basically the response, I believe it was from Cal. Don't quote me on this, but I believe it was. He said absolutely not, basically, or something along those lines. But later on down the line, we ended up using Polygon to build Shibarium. So that's what Dome is referring to with this. And I can't lie to being honest, it was initially hearing that I didn't like it because it was like I thought we were gonna have completely our own chain. But obviously, these smart people that are behind the development of these things, they obviously felt for the right reason we should be using Polygon. So it looks okay so far. If y'all got something y'all want to chime in, if y'all know more about that, feel free to do so in the chat. But Archangel says, great job, Cal and Sheep team. Kevin says, we are breaking all kinds of records. Guinness Book of World Records might have to have a chapter just for Shiba Inu. I like that one. Well, Bruce says, proud for Shibarium. Ringoshi says, that's what's up. Dijart says, yes, indeed, Cal, we deserve to be on that list. Keep building Shibarium. Vet Savage says, forever and always sheep. Seeking Connection says, congrats to Shibarium team on achieving 130 million plus inscriptions in record time with minimal gas fees. Your dedication and success shine brightly in the crypto space. This is, it's really important. They keep talking about the number of inscriptions and that record gas fee. That's very, very important because when the bull is fully running, Ethereum fees are going to be, if it's like last bull run, Ethereum fees were through the roof. You've seen people paying multiple hundreds per transaction, and having a different chain where other projects can thrive on that don't require high gas fees will be a lower barrier to entry. Because last bull run, I noticed even in my community, it took people a while to get into the DeFi aspect of things, learning how to buy tokens through Uniswap, learning how to use pancakeswap. Most people, if not already on crypto.com, Binance, something that they could sign up for with KYC, they most likely starting off aren't familiar with how to swap tokens and whatnot. But Shibarium keeping these gas fees so low is going to create other apps like, you remember like Bitmart, apps like I'm trying to think of some of those earlier that popped up on the scene. But similar apps to the Bitmarts, maybe even KuCoins, before, all the other stuff. Um, some of these dApps make the barrier to entry basically a little lower, because now instead of people having to purchase their Ethereum, then taking the Ethereum over to Uniswap, swapping it for Shiba Inu, and adding the contract address to their wallet to make sure, it's there. Shibarium and dApps can make that easier for different projects, whereas people could just sign up for the dApp, Shibarium running underneath it, and instead of doing all these swaps, they can just purchase the tokens that they want to purchase. And especially if we get some new exciting projects, or some just some NFT projects coming from Shibarium, or something that people want to participate in, that can welcome a lot more people in easier than the old way of doing it. So the team really does have something here. So let's check out this next post. Lucy says, tomorrow I'll be announcing an incredible giveaway sponsored by Bad Idea AI for our Christmas spaces and for Discord OGs in Shibarium Discord. So make sure, if you are locked in over there on the Discord, you pull up. You might have a gift. Grateful for the strong bond between these two communities. As a proud bad holder, my faith in them is unwavering, and I eagerly anticipate all the exciting plans in 24. So LFG, I need a spanking. I've been a bad boy, says Special K. Lucy says, leash you up, naughty boy. Del says, Lucy liked my comment. So you can see the community excited about that. It's always good to gauge, even from, I want y'all to remember this too. We go through some of these comments, not just to just read the comments, just because we are also gauging the sentiment of the community. We're trying to see how the community feels about certain developments, news, and, catalysts that might be, coming up. And when we gauge or analyze how the community feels about it, it can give us more confidence. It can give us, more understanding on what others may do in the space. If we can read the comments and see, this development happen and everybody is against it, we might know that, okay, the community isn't feeling this, so this might not really, do too much. Or if we read the comments and see the community is really excited about it, they're talking about using it, then we can know that, hey, this might be something big that we need to pay more attention to, or, with any project. So that's why we do that. Keep that in mind. It's called fundamental analysis. You want to look at the community side of things too, not just the technical analysis where we analyze the charts and price. We want to also, analyze community sentiment, social engagement, and all these other different things that can help us, paint a clear picture. Lucy says, hey Zara, have you considered an adorable Shiboshi shirt? Imagine these cute doggos on your new kids collection, or even for men, Shiboshi's world. So is Zara a big company? I think it is. Okay, yeah, 1.3 million. I think I heard of it somewhere before. I'm not sure. I think it might be a female clothing company, but that would be dope if they did release a line of Shiboshi themed merch. That would be dope. Lucy says Grok and Sheep Army. So take a look at this. Lucy says, who is Sheep Army? What role they play in crypto? So Grok says, greetings, human. I'm Grok, your friendly neighborhood AI. I see you're curious about the Sheep Army. Well, buckle up, because I'm about to take you on a wild ride through the world of cryptocurrency. Sheep Army is a group of passionate crypto enthusiasts who rally around the Shiba Inu token, SHIB. They're like the Avengers, but instead fighting intergalactic threats, they're fighting the mundane world of traditional finance. And let me tell you, they're quite a force to be reckoned with. These crypto superheroes have band together to create a strong community that supports the Shiba Inu token and its ecosystem. They're like the wind beneath the wings of the Shiba Inu project, helping it soar to new heights in the crypto world. Now you might be wondering, what's so special about Shiba Inu? Well, my dear human, it's not just a cute dog breed anymore. The Shiba Inu token is an Ethereum-based ERC20 token that has taken the world by storm. It's like the David to Bitcoin's Goliath, providing that even the little guys can make a big impact in the crypto world. The Sheep Army community plays a vital role in the success of the Shiba Inu token. They're the backbone of the project, providing support, spreading the word, and even creating memes, because who doesn't love a good meme? They're the heart and soul of the Shiba Inu project, and their enthusiasm is infectious. In conclusion, Sheep is a group of dedicated crypto enthusiasts who have come together to support the Shiba Inu token and its ecosystem. They play a crucial role in the success of the project, and their passion and dedication are truly inspiring. So the next time you hear about Shib Army, remember that they're not just a group of people. They're a force to be reckoned with within the world of cryptocurrency. So that's dope, seeing, Grok recognize the, the community of Shib, seeing that the Shib Army, even AI understands how powerful we are. That's pretty dope. Also, just seeing this new technology being incorporated with, DeFi, AI, and just seeing what people are starting to do with this, it's very, very interesting. Let me take a few comments real quick, see what y'all are saying. Shout out to everybody. Let's see, where did we leave off? I want to just share this one again, man. Make sure y'all share the live. Let them know that we are live. Shib Army in the building. Shout out to Essence. Say hello, everyone. Mike Brown in the building says 1.62. Yes, please. PD says smash the like button coming in. Christian says, I want bad idea to bounce back too. I think bad idea is going to bounce back. Now, remember, y'all, none of y'all seeing this video is financial advice. Don't hold me financially liable, because I'm just learning and sharing what I've learned, with my people, y'all. So we all doing the same thing, trying to make this money here together. But one thing I can tell you, what I learned so far is when the Shiba Inu team officially support the project, that means they're going to put some real effort into that project. They're going to really be working on this project. There's a lot of things that the team has promised us, and they've delivered on it. It might not always come at the right time we want it to. It might not always be as excellent or great as we want it to be, but the team does always come through. So we're going to at least give them that, and understand that bad idea has the same team that Bone Leash. And this is speculation, obviously. They didn't give us the official, who is the official team, but the way they supported interchangeably and made it a part of the Shib ecosystem, officially, it has the same team behind it, y'all. So to me, bad idea AI is just basically another shot at an early Shiba Inu. Now, remember, this is not financial advice. Never risk more than you're willing to lose, because who knows what can happen. This is crypto. It's highly volatile. We can get hit with a nuke and, everything switches up. Hopefully we don't, but I'm just saying, you still want to have a little skin in the game. Even if you're not so certain what can happen, it's not a bad idea to put in an amount that you're okay with risking losing. And only reason I say that, I don't say that for every project. And I'm not telling you to buy, sell, or hold. Do what's best for you. But this is an official part of the Shiba Inu ecosystem. Do not forget that. Do not forget that this is going to be a project that the team most likely will not just, let just die off. They're going to be working, bringing new developments. We already see bad idea doing new things. It's heating up. Don't be confused because the price. Don't worry about price. Price action. I mean, yeah, if you're a short-term person, if you're somebody who's only here for a short period of time, then yes, price matters to you. But for those who are truly investing, those who are looking at the bigger picture, price is just something that's right now. The price can always change, and it can change quickly. So keep that in mind. Right now, if you truly believe in the project, you should be trying, or if you're not sure or certain on your confidence level in the project, you should be doing as much due diligence as possible, asking more questions, diving in, getting a more well-rounded understanding, so that way you can understand, do you have more confidence or less confidence to put more money? Are you only okay with putting in $50? Or are you okay with taking it to, $5,000? That comes from your confidence level. And you only get that by doing your due diligence. Shout out to Katie said, yes, bad idea. JT says, high roller salute, man. Jeremy in the building said, everyone, no matter what, keep your Shiba and don't fold. God is going to bless it. And everyone, when you get the blessing, don't forget about God. Help the Lord advance his kingdom. Turn to God, everyone. And he dropped the 100, man. Shout out to Jeremy. Pity said, Polygon is a great fork to have on the team. I love Polygon. Yeah, Polygon is good. I just, it was exciting to hear that we will be having our own everything from scratch. That's all, Shout out to that muffler shop says, what's up? All in RDNR says a 100x gem of the market is Eartha. Okay, thank you. Surplus says future millionaire. Lord Crypto Shady says, yeah, buddy, dive into the red. Don't chase the green. This is, somebody who's been a lot of success in crypto lately. One of my earlier students, who's, really took this serious. And, bro done shared his story. He done, been at rock bottom before, making his way back. And only through taking this information he's been learning and truly applying it, not waiting until he hears all the good stories of all the projects and he sees everything pumping. He's doing his due diligence beforehand. When he sees projects pulling back in the red, he's loading up on it. That's the cheat code. It's a psychological barrier that most new investors, even some midterm investors, can't get over. When they see a price in the red, when they see the price falling, they just cannot buy it. It's too scary for them. They keep saying, what if it goes down further? What if it goes down further? What I like to do is I like to save money to be able to buy the dip at least 3 times. Of course, it can always dip a 4th time. It could dip a 5th time. It could dip a 6th time. But as long as your dollar cost averaging and buying into the reds, when the price starts to turn around, your break-even cost is a lot lower, and also you become profitable and a lot more profitable faster. So that's the cheat code to it. You got to do your due diligence first. Do your due diligence so you can understand, is it okay to dive into this one? Once you understand, yes, this is a good project, good team, good community, this has some potential, and you like it, you feeling it, dive into the red. Not financial advice, but that's the way smart money does it. Smart money, Warren Buffett, these people, they don't want to buy a asset at all-time high prices. Because if it's at all-time high prices, you're the one paying that expensive price for it. They rather get it when it's on discount. It's called value investing. They rather see it when other people don't understand the value and they're missing out or they're chasing other things. That's when they come in and they scoop it up. And then when they scoop it up and it continues to be accumulated, people start to recognize, hey, we ran away from a good project, or hey, we should go jump back on that project or check out that project that we heard of. And that's when more people come and it goes even further, y'all. I'm giving y'all the game to it. It sounds very simple, but it is very simple. It's more to it, but it's very simple. The principles of it is very simple. So Chubibi says, it took me 5 to 6 minutes to bridge bone on Shibarium, and all was smooth. After doing this, I bought my first Shiba punks at Mantra Protocol, now staking them and getting spunk rewards. So you see, this is the early adopters of Shibarium. These are the early adopters, the people who during the next bull run are going to understand Shibarium a little more. These are the people who are dabbling with it now, getting their practice, learning how to bridge, learning the difference from, bone itself and Shibarium bone, Shiba Inu, ERC20, and, Shibarium, Shiba Inu. These are the people that are learning about this right now. And it's cool to see. But guess what? Once these people learn about it, they're going to have more understanding. It's going to grow bigger. More people are going to come in, and it's going to grow and grow and grow and grow. But usually the early adopters are the ones who are rewarded the best. So when when you are a part of a project early, it doesn't always just take off right away. There's some things that have to, play out. And those who usually run to those opportunities, get an understanding of the opportunity, those people are usually rewarded before the masses. So it's cool to see. Lucy says, humble, love the part about humor, because whoever knows me remembers that I'm always ready to joke and have fun. So Lucy asks Grok, who is Lucy Shib? Lucy Shib is a prominent figure in the cryptocurrency world, known for her work and as a marketing specialist and spokesperson for the Shiba Inu ecosystem. She has been actively involved in various projects, including the development of Shibarium, a layer 2 scaling solution for the Shiba Inu token. In addition to her work in the crypto space, Lucy Shib is also known for her humorous and lighthearted approach, often incorporating her unique sense of humor into her communications and interactions with the community. This has helped to create a strong and engaged following, with many people eagerly awaiting her latest updates and insights. In conclusion, Lucy Shib is a key player in the world of cryptocurrency, known for her work in the Shiba Inu ecosystem and her engaging personality. She continues to be an influential figure, and her contributions to the industry are sure to be felt for years to come. Yeah, shout out to Lucy. I rock with Lucy. She is somebody who shows up, basically every day, reporting, getting more information out there for the community. And that's, really important, especially when people want to be updated or, in tune or aware of the latest news. And, she's somebody who's providing that pretty much with, anything that's related with Shiba Inu. So it's cool to see. Shout out to Lucy. And then about Cal, she asks, bone trending 38,400 posts in business and finance. So that's cool to see. We're going to take a look at market prices in a minute. Let's see. Surplus says, Essence says, happy belated birthday, twin. My birthday was a day after yours. That's what's up. Happy birthday. Happy belated birthday to you, Essence. I hope you enjoyed yours. Burn by Saitama said, "What's up, Marco? Salute, man. We cool and we over here just updated." Destructive Goggle says, "I bought a Shiboshi." Okay, good work. Jimmy crack corn, so let's get Shiba to $10. I wish, man. Destructive says, "Do your own research." PD says, "Broski, last week I killed it with Volt. Good work, bro." I already know, bro. I already know that was my birthday week, so I wasn't as around, but trust me, I was aware of what's going on. Good work, bro. Destructive Goggle says, "On Spaces." Jimmy says, "Let's go sheep." VE in the building said, "Big high rollers, big Vit is 10 toes down, man." Salute to one of the realest of them all, man. Mike 9197 says, or 91097 says, "First and foremost, shout out to the DD Nation, man. I gotta salute that, man. Shout out to Mike." The Angry Gamer says, "Your turn up was real. Happy belated high roller clan, man. Salute to Angry Game, man. Yeah, man, the family came out here. This was the first time like my cousins, some of my best friends all came out here to Vegas, to spend the birthday with me. So, it was a dope time, man. I had to, after working very, very hard all year, sometimes you gotta take a moment for yourself to recharge, you know what I'm saying? So that way you can go back hard and you're not getting something. A lot of y'all might not understand from the YouTuber aspect of things, but it's something called creator burnout. So in order to avoid creator burnout, especially when you're somebody who makes daily content like myself, you have to, you can go as hard as you want to go hard, but at some point you have to, it's this that rhinoceros book I told y'all about. It talks about charging for most of the time, but when you do take that that rhino rest, make sure you enjoy it, make sure you know what I'm saying, you make it worth it, so that way when it's time to go back into head down mode, you ready to charge full steam ahead again. So y'all know how it is, man. But Angry Gamer says, "Where is the billboards located?" Here in Vegas. I will be getting that info out. We're gonna be getting some new designs up on the ones. I got a more sought after location. Basically, the number one billboard in Las Vegas. We had a few others out here, but now we got one of the number one most popular billboards that we get the opportunity to get something on. And I want to get a new design for this one. So that one will be up and on around the intersection. If you're familiar with Las Vegas, Tropicana and like right after, like is it Koval? It's like basically right after the strip, right after the MGM. There's a big basically the same billboard that Vechain Inu had. If y'all remember when I went to the billboard when Vechain Inu got the billboard up, the same one that I went live in front of is gonna be that one. So that's gonna be our latest one that we're grabbing. But I want to get a new design up for that one because the first one was just a basic with our information with the logo, and this one will be more with a theme to it. But exciting though because this is like one of the most sought after billboards in Las Vegas, if not the number one. Well, it receives the most viewership out of the billboards in Las Vegas. So to me, that's the number one. But surplus, let's talk about the bull. Let's talk bull run. Start predictions, man. I've been told y'all 48K Bitcoin incoming. How many of y'all remember me saying that? Mike says, "I have a concern with Sheep Nation. Why did we have 1 million to burn, had 14, 15, and 16 to burn the amount, but 80K burn only? So what is the truth?" I'm not sure exactly what you mean by that, but I did see one thing about that. They said there was a post. See, I don't have all the information on it, but we're gonna try to dig through this live. Let me try to find this post, bro. But if you could reiterate, what's your point, just so we can understand it a little more clear. Antoine said, "If the Bitcoin ETF get approved next month, will that start the bull run?" We are already in a bull market, y'all. I just don't believe the bull is really running right now. The bull is walking, but y'all ain't saying nothing. The bull hasn't started running yet. That's what I believe. Not financial advice. But so we're in the early stages of what a bull run looks like. Now, if we get those Bitcoin ETFs unexpectedly, that can be a major rally where you see price action, go crazy and then possibly taper off. So, it could be, if it's unexpected, if nobody knows when it's going to happen, it won't be priced in. If they just drop the news on us, and it won't be priced in. But if people start speculating when it's going to happen and whatever, it might end up getting priced in, or not the full aspect of it, but a big portion of that money might get priced in because people are already aligning themselves to position themselves for what's about to take place. But it really depends on if we get a set date or not, because we might see a buy the rumor, sell the news type of situation. But because of how much money, so I'm just setting different scenarios for y'all, just so y'all can understand different, ways it can go. Because I don't got a crystal ball here, obviously. So, I can't say it's going to 100% happen any one way. But if there is a buy the rumor, sell the news type of situation, if they give us a date, people are going to buy before that. People are going to it's going to price in. And then when it actually happens, we might see a sell off before it finds some support at some level before it starts to take off again. But if we get it unexpectedly, things could just begin to rally even further from where we are and push us, to where we're maybe 10K, to push us to where we're maybe 10K away from Bitcoin all-time high. That's a potential too. And then it continues to, rally from that point on. I do think the Bitcoin ETF news is enough to kick off the bull run, but I just don't know for sure. But I do know that there is a lot of money that will be, I heard talks of like 15 to was it 13 to 15 trillion, or like 15 to 18 trillion dollars that could potentially be pumped into the market if these Bitcoin ETFs are approved. Now, if that's the case, hell yeah, we going straight to a bull run. But if not, then it could rally, but then it might, find some support at some level. But nonetheless, I believe we're going beyond our previous all-time high. Jimmy Cracker said, happy birthday, bud, man. Appreciate it. Thank you. Mike says, oh, Lord, please forgive me, but the first thing I should have said was happy birthday to the DD Nation founder. Man, it's all good, man. Appreciate y'all. Shout out to everybody. Crypto Shady said, no diss to anyone, but I feel like a lot of people are too impatient with Shibarium and haven't given it time for us to see its power. I feel like greed is a big factor for this impatience. That's facts. Bro talking that real right now. Bro is really talking the real. You know what? That's why a lot of people are impatient, because they want something now. They need it now. That's that greed taking over. And, they start to get impatient, unsatisfied, panic sell. But that comes from the greed. You got to be patient. You got to understand Shibarium is a whole new technology. You can't expect this brand new technology that's created by, a team that's only trying. These people are regular people, that are learning and growing and, being educated on new things just like all of us. So it's going to take time for some things. But yes, usually when you see those people that are complaining continuously, yeah, they might have been around for a while, but usually those complaints start when they want some profits. Essence says, I remember the Vote Billboard review. Nice. Sam says, the bull is rattling his cage, getting ready to kick off. Facts. Mike says, Shibarium had 1.2 million of sheep to be burned. And the Sheep magazine said on December 14, 15 to 16, there was to be 1.2 million of sheep to be burned, but instead it was 80K worth of sheep. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. So I'm not sure, honestly, bro, why the team decided to, do that. If they only burned 80K out of that, did you hear of any reason for that? Did anybody in the stream, if you heard of anybody in the stream right now, feel free to respond to this. So Mike is, his question is, because I don't have an answer to this, but Shibarium had 1.2 million sheep to be burned. And the Sheep magazine said on the 14th, 15th, and 16th, there was to be 1.2 million of sheep to be burned, but instead it was only 80K worth of sheep burned. So maybe the team just hasn't finished burning it. Maybe they, they were intending to burn it at that time, but sometimes things get pushed back a little bit. I mean, I know the other, questionnaires like, are they just going to take that money? But I highly doubt that they're just going to take it. Roland says, what up, Vegas Inu, Shiba Inu, Vote Inu, load up them bags, 777, stay bullish. PD says, I heard about it. Let me see. I think I seen something on this post here. So there was a post I seen with someone asking more about that. Let's see. Okay, I think this is something similar to what you're saying, bro. So right here, currency 365 says 1.1 million in Shibarium burn wallet, while gas fees are around 40 cents. And they still refuse to burn the wallet tokens. Now the dev team want 30% of the burn. Shaking my head. This is not decentralization. This is communism. Shib army, Shibarium. So let's get into this. Let's see. Is that true? So Crypto Shady says, I reckon they aren't burning much yet. I believe they are waiting for the auto burns. PD says it was 400 that was left over. No matter what, I'm putting my money on Satoshi. Mike says, I didn't hear no good reasons. They claim it was a mistake, but the receipt from Shibarium says 1.2 million. So truthfully, I don't know what is the truth, but needless to say, I'm still holding. Yeah, I think the team will get it together, whatever it is. But let's see. I don't know, y'all. Let's read this post together. Can y'all see this with me? Let me know. Is it big enough on the screen where y'all could read along also? Or is it too small? Surplus says the gas cost for the burns was the extra percentage that didn't get used. The gas cost for the burns was the extra percent that didn't get used. Hmm. Crypto Shady says, I'm not crash hot on currency 365. They should just leave shy a lot and let them do their thing. PD says, I'm driving. Okay, I was just curious for those that are, actually looking at the screen. Are you able to read along with it? But let's see. I'll just read anyway. But Split is answer. It says, what tokens are in the wallet? Bone. How do you burn Shib if you have Bone? Swap for ETH, then to Shib. If they did that all at once, it would destroy the price of Bone. Don't be a smooth brain and think it through. So hold on. Mike said it's blurry on my end, but it's all good. I think it's just on my end. Okay, let me try to zoom in a little bit. So Split is answer. It looks like he tries to provide some clarity to this, y'all. Help me understand this. I might be misreading it. But what tokens are in the wallet? Bone. How do you burn Shib if you have Bone? Swap for ETH, then to Shib. If they did that all at once, it would destroy the price of Bone. Don't be a smooth burn. Okay, so he's basically saying the wallet is accumulating Bone to be burned, and in order to burn Shib with it, they have to swap it out for Ethereum, and then buy Shib with it, then burn it. So he's basically saying if they would have did a $1 million swap for ETH, then that probably would have affected the price of Bone. But I don't see it destroying. I don't see how that could have destroyed the price of Bone though, just because you swap $1 million of Bone for Ethereum. Maybe that could have had some type of fluctuation on the price or something like that, but I don't see it going that crazy. So it says, so we don't really got any comments on this one. So what do y'all think about that? Shout out to Gully 1983 in the building. Said, what up, December in chat, man? Salute to the DD Nation. Shout out to everybody pulling up on this, man. So I don't know. Did that answer some of y'all question? I'm not sure how I feel about that answer as far as the if you swapped it all at once, would it destroy the price? I'm not sure, to be honest. I don't think it would though. Okay, so let's see. Lucy says there's a reason why no simple dump is being done. It's a responsibility and commitment to the whole ecosystem. Anyone suggesting otherwise is anyone suggesting otherwise in a volatile market is ignorant and doesn't care. Red equals lack of demand, green equals big demand. Burning in red will have no impact. Too many trolls, fudders, paid, and envious of Shibarium's success. Otherwise, I can't understand why someone would listen to weirdos. All is on blockchain. Adding a DaVinci Shib post about scammers. So DaVinci says, hey, Shib Army, as someone interested in burns, I expect you to do your research and understand that every dollar must come from holders because there are no keys to supply, and devs included every burn Shiba must be bought. To buy, you need to generate income, which devs designed as fees on Shibarium. To make this happen, everyone who wants to see Shiba Inu burn should participate. And by using Shibarium, more builders will join, and we keep the burns going. Anyone asking others to burn their money in the hope of making profits and discouraging or not using Shibarium is a scammer in my eyes. This is how scammers think. You lose money and I earn. Here we go with the excuses about ShibaSwap 2, etc. That's fine. Wait, but engage in constructive discussions rather than prompting or promoting behaviors resembling scams. So Sharby says, love this. Dijar says, Sheep Army strong. My name is Mud says, folks also need to understand the meaning of price impact and ensuring the Sheep Army gets the most out of the burns. So not too many comments on that, but I can, see what they're saying. You could burn as much as you want. And if there's no demand there, it's not going to have the biggest effect until the demand picks up. So it's fine to burn. It's actually good. So Lucy says burning in red will have no impact. Too many trolls, fudders. I gotta disagree with this in a slight way. Now I get what she's saying. It won't do exactly what most people are thinking is going to automatically do, but burning in red allows you to burn more tokens for a cheaper price. Because if it's in red, the price is cheaper. That means $1 million burn would be more tokens burned at that red price. So that's all with that. But she's still right though. It doesn't have an impact if the demand isn't there. Crypto Shady says Shy also has to be considerate to the bondholders. Maybe they are afraid it would crash bone. So yeah, they're I'm not sure if that would, but because I think Bones you know pool its liquidity can handle $1 million trade. So there's like, yeah, I think it should be able to handle that, y'all. But I'm, not 100% sure, I never just swapped out $1 million in bone and seen, what happened. But Nunya in the building says, sup, Vit fam, sup, DD, man, salute. Shout out to the real ones rocking with me, holding it down for the DD Nation and the High Roller Army, man, salute. Antoine says, do you see sheep going past all-time high next bull run? Yes, I do. Mike says the reason why there's no comments is this: if you were to question them, they would block you from their platform. Okay, probably is being uh censored down there. But Gully says the guy who didn't invest in Bitcoin when it came out. One of my buddies told me about Bitcoin in 2009, 2010. I'm jealous now. Facts. But let's see what else we got here. So Satoshi, whenever Satoshi dropping this, that Vegeta meme, you already know what it is. Something big about to take place, y'all. Something exciting about to go on with Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu lead says Shib is just getting started in DeFi. Shiba Inu lead reacts as Shib wins big poll. I think that poll was voted for best crypto community. Let's see what else we got. Look at the dog skipping. He loving it. Shiba Inu ecosystem shakes off FUD. Crypto winner destroys billions of SHIB in elaborate burning streak. Okay, let's look at some crypto news, man. We had a couple news stories I wanted to get into. So take a look here. So US SEC reconsidering stance on spot Bitcoin ETFs. The SEC attaches a string to Bitcoin ETFs, and investors will be the one to pay for it. Let's see if they let us see this. So Bitcoin ETFs, oh, they ain't finna let us get in here. Let's see. We got to get it from somebody else. Let's see. Spot Bitcoin ETFs will be bloodbath for crypto exchanges, analyst says. Spot Bitcoin ETFs could trigger unwanted consequences for crypto exchanges like Coinbase due to lower transaction fees, according to ETF analysts. While the crypto community eagerly awaits the possible approval of a spot Bitcoin exchange traded fund in the United States, some analysts warning this could potentially trigger unwanted consequences for cryptocurrency exchanges. Several industry observers have predicted that a spot Bitcoin ETF could start trading in early 2024 in an event that, when paired with Bitcoin's upcoming block reward having expected in April, Blockstream CEO Adam Back believes could propel BTC to 100,000. Bitcoin proponents such as Jan 3 CEO Samson Moe have said that approval of a spot Bitcoin ETF in the US could even drive Bitcoin as high as $1 million in the days to weeks following. But the forecast isn't that optimistic for centralized crypto exchanges. According to ETF store president Nate Geresi and Bloomberg ETF analyst Eric Balchunas, once approved, a potential spot Bitcoin ETF in the US would be a bloodbath for crypto exchanges. Geresi wrote on X, formerly Twitter, on December 17th. According to Gerasi, retail spot Bitcoin ETF buyers and sellers will benefit from underlying institutional trade executions and commissions. On the other hand, retail users of crypto exchanges will get retail trade execution and commissions, Gerasi noted, stressing that those will need to improve to compete with a spot Bitcoin ETF. So going to be a bloodbath for crypto exchanges. ETFs about to unleash the power of 1 basis point. Bloomberg ETF analyst Eric Balchunas emphasized that a spot Bitcoin ETF will cost 0.01% to trade, which is the average fee for ETF trading. In contrast, trading costs on exchanges like Coinbase reach 0.6%, depending on cryptocurrency transaction size and trading pairs. Once approved, a spot Bitcoin ETF will create more price competition in the crypto industry, bringing money back to investors from exchanges that spend massive amounts of cash to advertise their services at events like Super Bowls, Balchunas believes. It would be the last crypto Super Bowl if they launch ETFs, because ETFs are such a thin, rough industry, and some of these crypto exchanges were sort of selling populisms, making a ton of money on their really high fees, he said in an interview with industry journalist Laura Shin in September 23. So historically, Coinbase has earned most of its revenue from transaction fees. In 2022, Coinbase made $2.4 billion in transaction fees from its institutional and retail investors, which accounted for 77% of its total net revenue of $3.1 billion. The firm has been working to cut its reliance on fees, though, actively diversifying the revenue streams to other income earning services such as subscriptions. So interesting to see, they're basically saying in order for these Bitcoin ETFs to be approved, there are going to be more fees involved, which I don't think that's going to, cause that much of a bloodbath like they say. Yes, there'll be some extra fees, but 0.01%, nobody's going to blink at that at all. That's what I think. How would you feel about that? 0.01% fee on Bitcoin ETFs. Shout out to Roland, one of the channel members holding it down for the DD Nation, man. I got to say this, man, a quick moment. Shout out to all my channel members, man. Y'all are appreciated more than you even know, man. Y'all hold it down and y'all make this possible. So really, the ones y'all see with the little green subscription, little thing above their name with the green name, those are the people that are really, supporting above and beyond just, and I appreciate all the support from the channel, but these ones, they're financially supporting the channel. You know what I'm saying? They don't get too much realer than that. PD says Shib has things in Japan. Crypto Shady says that's why when it comes to Satoshi, I just let him do his thing and trust God for the results. Mike says, please, can you please help me understand what's the Shibarium hard fork supposed to do, or what is the benefits? I'm not sure what you mean, the Shibarium hard fork. P says, remember, we still don't know what happened in the WEF meeting. I've been getting back to my research on this, but I can't find anything extra on it. Yeah, I tried to go dig into it as well, but I didn't get much back either. It looked like from what I did find, like maybe things didn't go as planned, and maybe that's why we're not hearing more about it. But, who knows? Jay Butler says, go buy Vegas, man. Shout out to the Vegas Inu token community, our high rollers. Make sure y'all check us out, man. All information for Vegas Inu token is in the description section of this video, y'all. And guess what? It's on discount, man. Grab you some VIT for Christmas, man. Not financial advice, but, it is on discount. It's called value investing. Instead of waiting until, all exciting things are taking place and people are chasing green candles, you want to move like a smart investor. PD says, I believe there was a reason for WEF with Shiba. I think we will see it soon. PD says, Mike, I remember Polygon helped Shibarium on launch to help scale the inflow. Gully says, by tomorrow, Shiba Inu will be at 1400. Let's go. Shout out to Crypto Shady coming through with the super chat, man. Said, much love for my guy December. Here's some appreciation for my homie, man. I appreciate that, bro. Another real one holding it down. Gully says, let's get it. So yeah, man, we got some info here. Let's see. How do we get back? BlackRock revises spot Bitcoin ETF proposal ahead of rumor SEC approvals. My bad, y'all. I had to send this message real quick. Okay. So BlackRock revises. Oh, PD came. Oh, with a super. Shout out to PD coming through with the steak dinner for their birthday, man. Shout out to, man. Appreciate that, bro. I'm going to definitely have to grab one, man. PD a real one, man. PD always looking out. PD been rocking with me for a minute, man. So I know it's, we rocking a long way, man. That's why y'all seeing that. But shout out to PD. Chris Wax says, hey, yo, hope you're doing great, my guy. Sorry I ain't get a chance to wish you a happy birthday on time. It's all good, man. I appreciate it. All the belated happy birthdays, all of them, man. I just appreciate all the love y'all show, throughout the entire year, So the month of December be a little lit for me. Crypto Shady says, super chat hype, man. Salute. Gully says, sorry I missed your B-Day December. Happy birthday. When was it? It was on the 11th. Trent says late night stream. Yeah, we been in here almost an hour, just going over some things in the market. Roland says, PD Pierre, what you mean, WEF? I hope it's not the WEF I'm thinking of. Yep, it's that WEF, World Economic Foundation. Shout out to Trent, happy belated. By the way, appreciate that, bro. Gully said, happy belated birthday. DeMarco, man, appreciate that, man. Shout out to all the DD Nation, all the real ones rocking with me, showing love throughout the entire year, man. BlackRock revised their spot Bitcoin ETF proposals ahead of rumor SEC approval. So let's see. This is what we need to know, y'all. This is the news we can use. So on Monday, BlackRock filed a revised spot Bitcoin ETF exchange traded fund proposal in a bid to appease regulators, likely boosting its odds of securing a first of its kind approval in the U.S. I think BlackRock will be the first one to get their ETF approval. Who do y'all think it'll be, y'all? Under the updated proposal, BlackRock's ETF will feature crash creation redemption mechanisms, the model favored by the Securities and Exchange Commission. The world's largest asset manager is the latest of several firms to update its proposal amid speculation. The SEC could approve a swath of spot Bitcoin ETF applications as early as January. BlackRock first applied for its iShares blockchain and tech ETF last month, proposing an in-kind redemption model. However, the SEC scrutinized the proposal, raising concerns about investor safety and market manipulation. ETFs typically feature one of two types of redemption and creation mechanisms, in-kind or cash. An in-kind redemption structure, which many firms say is more appealing to investors, enables firms to redeem shares for Bitcoin held by their ETFs. Cash redemptions, which the SEC regards as the safer and more accessible redemption option, replace those shares with their equivalent cash value. So you see, because whenever there's a representation of something, it's always can be fumbled. Instead of just having cash back, what they the shares, or having the equivalent cash value, they are debating or deciding if they want to have the in-kind version, which is basically a representation or a mock, like a placeholder, basically. It's essentially not the actual thing, but a placeholder that represents the thing. But that's a dangerous thing to happen, because when that happens, that means you can start to print more, and you can just, start to create more than the actual thing that's is backing. So that's where that, gets a little shaky. But BlackRock is the latest of several firms to agree to issue cash redemptions until in-kind redemptions are approved. Whoa, so it looks like BlackRock says, you know what, we'll do it. If that's what we have to do, if y'all want us to keep the money on hand, to back everything up, we'll do it. Just let us get it. And I think that's very, very cool to see, BlackRock willing to take that on like that, because it's backing the SEC into a corner where they have to eventually stop making excuses on why they haven't yet accepted the first Bitcoin ETF. BlackRock latest firms to agree to do the cash redemptions to the in-kind redemptions are improved. More than a dozen firms have filed ETF applications so far. ARK 21 Shares has also published a revised S1 with a similar change. The SEC has delayed Asavelether, I don't know how to say that, y'all, ETF applications by Grayscale, ARK 21 Shares, VanEck, and Hashdaq. So let's see. So the SEC is trying their best to, stall this out as long as they can, but it's looking like eventually, they won't be able to continue to do that for too much longer. So let's see. Crypto Titans launched 2024 election play with $78 million super PAC spend. Crypto leaders build colossal $78 million war chest for 2024. Sheesh. Some politician is going to be extra pro crypto, knowing that they got a potential with damn near $80 million on the line to campaign with. New kind of crypto insider trading. SEC might take a look at these. Okay, Russian banker who is sanctioned sold 15 million of shares in Philippines. If you held your Bitcoin and Ethereum after FTX crash, it's crypto liquidations and recovery. So let's see. Let's look at this new kind of insider trading. SEC might take a look at these trades. Experts say. They say, in quotes, it seems like there's smoke here and it may be worth an investigation to see if there's a fire, a finance professor said. Crypto derivatives trading platform Hegic recently made millions of dollars by placing a trade of its own, loading up on tokens issued by an affiliated project. The strategy paid off in days when Hegic shut the smaller business down. It might not just be a savvy trade, but a perilous one as well. Experts interviewed by Coinbase warned that the chain of events render Hijik vulnerable to what would be a first of its kind insider trading investigation by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. Hijik, a platform for trading crypto options on the Ethereum blockchain, could reap 17 million because of highly profitable trading strategy executed by its pseudonymous developer Molly Wintermute. She's the sole developer for Hijik and its less popular platform Whiteheart. Late last month, Molly gave up on developing Whiteheart and a message on the Discord server that Hijik and Whiteheart share. Molly said Whiteheart would return its $28 million treasury to the investors and shut down. The redemption news caused Whiteheart's token to rally sixfold to 35,000 under heavy buying pressure from traders, it looks like, eager for a piece of the treasury liquidation, a process Hijik is facilitating. But no one is profiting more than Hijik. That protocol's treasury, which is separate from Whiteheart's, bought nearly a third of White's token supply days before the shutdown announcement, according to the blockchain data. Between the purchase and another in September, it can lay claim to almost half of Whiteheart's treasury, 17 million of ETH. Securities experts who reviewed the situation told Coindesk the case speaks to the gray area that decentralized finance protocols such as Hijik and Whiteheart purport to exist in profit from. Their proponents have argued the old rules shouldn't or can't apply to new financial innovations built on blockchains. When executives at publicly traded companies know their business is about to do something potentially market moving, they're barred from trading on that information until it's revealed to the public. If they do trade, that's insider trading and it's illegal. Hijik and Whiteheart are not organized as conventional corporations, and White isn't a stock, so some same rules don't apply. But as the SEC into regulation of cryptocurrencies, that could change. What happened here could newly be considered illegal, the expert says. SEC Chair Gary Gensler has stated that the vast majority of cryptocurrencies are unregistered securities that ought to be subject to the same rules as stocks and bonds. Quote, I think we would think it was a security and maybe an enforcement case would be appropriate, James Park, a law professor at UCLA who studies securities regulation, said of the White situation. Molly Wintermute did not respond to a request for comment. So who done it? When examined through the securities law angle, the Whiteheart trading could raise questions about fiduciary duty, shareholder rights, and information asymmetries on unruly crypto markets that would rather not be subject to such questions. According to Park, the U.S. prohibition on corporate executives trading using valuable secret information is part of their fiduciary responsibility. They can't, for instance, just front-run earnings announcements. Things get tricky when one tries to graft this standard onto DeFi. Project founders, the likeliest stand in for an executive, could say they don't control their creations and thus don't have a fiduciary responsibility to token holders. Even so, Whiteheart and Hijik's relationship with Molly undercut this argument. According to Park, she created them, wrote their white papers, conducted their token sales, and controlled their treasuries as their solo core developer. She also announced their decision to close Whiteheart on November 30th. Molly's activity shows that they are not some random person who is trading, but some person who token holders entrusted to develop this project in a way that would help them increase their profits, Park said. Some projects seek to bolster their decentralization by letting token holders vote on key business decisions. Whiteheart was not one of them. The only thing holders of Whites were entitled to was 30% of the revenue generated by the protocol. If anything, that makes White look more like a security, two lawyers said. Still, Whiteheart and Hijik exist in a world of legal uncertainty, and it's far from clear that securities laws should apply to them or their tokens, said Nijat Saihan, a professor of finance at the University of Michigan's Ross School of Business. Despite that, it seems like there's smoke here, and it may be worth investigating to see if there's a fire, he said. Insider trading. White spent most of 23 in a forgotten corner of the crypto market. 3 years after his founder raised 13,667 ETH, then worth $8 million to fund Whiteheart's novel hedging contracts it had devolved into. At best, an afterthought to Hijik. Molly delivered on the promise a protocol was up and running like it should, but the idea did not get as much traction as people thought. Even today, options and DeFi are the lowest used derivatives. People don't trade them as nearly as close to much as perpetuals/futures, said a longtime user and Whiteheart, who goes by the screen name ParrotOX Prince. Traders trading White too, In the first 3 weeks of September 23, Uniswap processed 14 total trades worth less than 9,000 total. It was priced at $78 through 87% below its value during the December 2020 sale. Then Molly started bidding. In 10 minutes after trading September 21, her wallet bought 158,000 worth of white, over 16% of all the tokens. She paid for this trade using 100 ETH from Hejik's treasury. 2 months later, she sent its white proceeds to Hejik's current treasury wallet. This wallet traded white again on November 27th in a single trade. The Hejik treasury bought 29,000 white tokens, paying 2.3 million worth of ETH. Again, the price of white ballooned from 193 to 2,000 before selling down near 500 3 days later. 7 hours after roiling White's Uniswap market, the Hejik Discord account promised further announcements about White's future and advised holders against hasty actions. The news comes 3 days later. Whiteheart was shut down and refund all white holders at the price holders at the price original investors paid in 2020, 1.7 ETH. So this article, okay, so this is about to wrap up right here. But a larger problem: there is evidence of front running throughout crypto, according to market surveillance from Solidus Labs. More than half of Ethereum-based tokens experience insider trading activity right before their debuts on centralized exchanges in the periods between January 2021 and June 23. Decentralized exchanges such as Uniswap are a game changer for insider traders, said Chen Arad, Chief External Affairs Officer of Solidus. They lack the monitors and regulations to stop such activity and make it easy for manipulators to strike, he said. But they're also a boon for those trying to catch them because every transaction is recorded publicly on the blockchain, creating a digital trail of breadcrumbs that regulators can follow, he added. That is a point we emphasize in discussions with regulators, he said. Federal prosecutors have taken action in a pair of cases against insiders at OpenSea and Coinbase. The U.S. Department of Justice cracked down on front running as a form of wire fraud. The distinction highlights how the government can allege illegal activity even if securities law and the SEC don't come into play. Sheesh. There hasn't yet been a case against insider trading in DeFi markets to change. Many regulators are considering insider trading prevention as a key element of applying market abuse regulation to crypto and DeFi, he said. Winners and losers, but mostly winners. Regardless of its status under securities law, the Whiteheart redemption plan gives investors in white an uncommonly happy ending. Most crypto projects fall into obscurity only after their treasuries have gone to zero, leaving nothing for the token holders. A cottage industry of activist investors have developed around forcing struggling and decentralized autonomous organizations or DAOs to buy out their investors before they run out of money. But Whiteheart never ran out of money. Molly and Hejik have set up a market on Uniswap that will buy every single white token at 1.7 ETH apiece. That's the same ETH denominated price White's original investors paid 3 years ago. I never saw a founder return money to ICO investors one-to-one, even though he delivered on what he should, said Parrot OX Prince, using the acronym for initial coin offerings. The biggest winner is undoubtedly Hejik protocol itself. Molly's trades netted a nearly 600% return on investment. Whiteheart may be dead, but nearly half of his riches will live on in Hejik. So interesting. Looking like they are, moving to that point where they have to start regulating cryptocurrencies because of things like this taking place. And the SEC government, they don't want people just to make, all that type of money like that. So when they see things like that happening, trust, they will be intervening. Let's see. Shout out to everybody. Let's see. We've been live about an hour and 9 minutes so far, man. Appreciate everybody coming through. If you already hit the like button, salute to you. If you haven't yet, make sure you do that. Shout out to Timothy Johnson said, "Hi, appreciate big dog. Appreciate that." Roland says, "No wealth, please." Petey says, "What we doing for the she burn?" So we still gonna come together as a community and see how we want to do it, what in which way, because we talked about possibly burning bone in order to implement the she burns, but it's looking like that's already started. So it looks like we can just grab some sheep and possibly just do a direct burn if that's the way to community wants to go about it. But we'll be getting more into that. Juan says, hi rollers, salute. Bill H says the burn with tank bone. PD says, Vivek Ramos, president if Trump doesn't get it. I messed up his name. Yeah, I don't know how to say his name either right now. Roland says, would definitely like to a definitely company tap in with the ETS besides BlackRock or WEF. Gully says, Ja Rule Morant is back playing. How you guys think he's gonna do, Dawes? Man, I don't know. I heard he ain't been too impressive lately. Juan says, like and share, salute. A1 building, man. What's up, High Roller? Salute to all the real ones, man. Shout out to A1 holding it down for the High Roller Nation and the DD Nation as well. PD says, salute A1. PD says, has anyone used the Uniswap app yet? I believe I used the app. Shout out to Lorette. I believe that's how you pronounce that. Salute. But let's see. Let's take a quick look at this one before we get out of here. So Crypto Titans launched 2024 election super PAC. Let me make sure it ain't too crazy because that last one. Okay, let me zoom in a little bit. Crypto Titans launched 2024 election play with $78 million super PAC spend. The crypto industry is trying to back friendly policymakers as it faces intense scrutiny from regulators. Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong is one of several crypto industry leaders who have backed the network of pro-crypto super PACs. A trio of super PACs backed by cryptocurrency executives and investors said Monday that they've raised $78 million as part of a major new push to influence the 2024 elections. The campaign, which has support from venture capital giant Andreessen Horowitz, U.S. crypto exchange Coinbase, and Cameron and Tyler Winklevoss, marks of a revival of the digital asset industry political operations following the downfall of crypto megadonor Sam Bankman-Fried. The goal of the effort is to back candidates who support crypto-friendly policy at the moment when the industry is facing intense scrutiny from federal regulators. One of the group's affiliated super PACs, Fair Shake, has already spent more than $1.2 million on television ads backing House candidates. The other two super PACs, Protect Progress and Defend American Jobs, have not yet reported any independent expenditures. This is demonstrating a very serious commitment from the crypto industry to engage in the 24 elections, Kara Calvert, the head of U.S. policy at Coinbase, said in an interview. The political push comes at a key moment for the crypto industry, which is lobbying for House GOP bills that would help legitimize digital assets and create a new structure for regulating them. These legislations face hurdles in the Senate with the Biden administration amid consumer protection and financial crime concerns. Crypto firms are hoping a 24 shakeup could help swing Washington policy in their direction. Chris Dixon, who leads Andreessen Horowitz crypto fund, wrote in a blog post on Monday that his conversations with lawmakers have made it more apparent that the only way to counteract the lobbies of the big banks and big tech is to show that crypto and blockchain can be a force too. And that makes sense because think about it. The big banks, big tech, they don't want all these new players to come in through crypto. They're doing everything they can to basically, gatekeep and, keep crypto basically, from becoming widely accepted. So while we won't control how Fairshake spends our donation, we are encouraged by their vision, he said. Andreessen Horowitz announced last week that it will be spending money to back political candidates. The group's full donor profile won't be public until campaign finance disclosures are released early next year. But an initial list of contributors the group released Monday includes major crypto players including Circle, Kraken, Paradigm, and Ripple, as well as Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong and venture capitalist Ron Conway and Fred Wilson. Separately, Coinbase has also launched a grassroots advocacy campaign, and other pro-crypto super PAC are expected to mobilize in the coming year. So, we can expect as we get closer to, fall 24, elections start heating up, we're going to see more and more money get put to back more pro crypto politicians. So with all that new money coming in, we might see a lot of people who are friendly with crypto start to jump on the scene. So that might be a good sign for us. It says that The need to ensure that a crypto super PAC is well funded, has good management, and is getting engaged in the right place at the right time has never been more important, Calver said. Fair shake is going to be an incredibly important part of the political muscle here. So let's jump over real quick. Overall crypto market cap sitting at $1.61 trillion right now, up 3.4%. Bitcoin at $42,905. Ethereum at $2,243. BNB $244. XRP 61 cents. Solana $75.67. AVAX $40.54. Doge 9 cents. Tron 10 cents. DOT $6.91. Link $14.55, up almost 5% on the day. Matic at 80 cents. Timecoin at 215. Then we got Shiba Inu 1043, up 3.5% in the last 24 hours. Y'all, Shiba Inu is just it can't move too fast because too many people are waiting and expecting it. It wants to trick a few people out. We expect this is what I just want to share this before we get out of here. Watch for the markets to do something weird, because right away everybody knows what's coming, but they can't let it just happen that easily. So something weird is going to happen where it shakes people around, where it gets people less confident, where people jump out of their positions. And I believe right after that, we're going to see something crazy happen. But that's all we got for this one, man. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Let's see if we got any last comments before we get out of here. PD said, look at what they're doing on Uphold, family. We need to keep promoting self-custody facts. PD said, Tim, I would have to start a new wallet and check it out. PD start, man, that's actually what I did. Shady says, much love. December, you really rock, man. Appreciate you. PD Pierce said, Tim, you in the VIT Telegram. Make sure y'all all join the Vegas Inu Token Telegram. Follow us on Twitter at Vegas Inu Token, y'all. We have an organic crypto community here. No gimmicks to it. Real community, really working together, really building, really, preparing ourselves for this bull run that's to come 2024, 2025, because I don't think the bull run will just last 1 year. I think it's going to be, a multi-year bull run. So this is going to be something very, very exciting, seeing Bitcoin potentially run to $1 million or 250,000 even. So join the fam if you would like to. Again, not financial advice. Do your own due diligence. Never is more than you're willing to lose. Again, all information for the project is in the description section of this video. Follow me at DecemberDeMarco on X, formerly known as Twitter, at Vegas Inu Token on X, formerly known as Twitter, and we are out.